It takes literally 10 minutes to set up, but it could save you up to 5 hours every single week for as long as you're using it. And this is not a sales pitch. This is just how it works on my calendar. So if it's not a complicated piece of software that you have to start using, if you can write an email, you can build it. This doesn't require you to learn the code. You don't need any new platform that you have to learn. If you can write an email or explain it to a person, you can build it and explain it to AI. So let me walk you through this workflow from start to finish, just like I build it, how I use it for myself. This is not a demo. This is what I use. So let's start with a principle. Most people think they should use AI to create workflows for some complicated projects, some big tasks that they do occasionally. And this is really not an efficient way to build an AI and start using it. It's the small repeated tasks that you do every single week without even thinking about that eat up the most of your times. Those tasks that you do automatically without even thinking about them, but they never make it to any to-do list because they're just too small. So for me, one of those recurring tasks that I was always dreading was to research industry updates. Twice a week, 3 times a week, I would block about an hour to 2 hours of time to sit down in front of my laptop to search Google for any relevant industry updates, read articles, do some research. And then I would pull all the information together and write a summary that I could share with my team so that we can create plans for how to adjust our work to respond to those industry updates. Well, that was the time that I was dreading because it was eating away at my hours. It wasn't being very productive. It was doing a lot of research and analysis. So finally, I realized, well, why don't I use AI and build a workflow that will help me with this task? So let me show you what I did. So step number one, you gotta pick task, just one task, not 10 tasks, just simple tasks that is small, that is repeated, that you have to do every week and you don't even think about it. Then you have to, for me, there was industry updates. So scanning the industry news and then pulling all the information together and creating summary. So step number one was to pick the task. Step number two is create instructions. So in the instructions, you have to be specific. What output are you looking for, right? So for me, it was pulling all the relevant information in and delivering it to my inbox in bullet points. So bullet points with a little summary of each update, and then provide me with a summary of those updates, summary that I can then share with my team. Number three was to schedule it. So instead of me sitting down twice, 3 times a week and doing all the research, I actually scheduled the AI to do the research and deliver it to my inbox at 6:15 every single day. So before I even open the laptop, the scan is done, the update is written, and the summary is delivered to my inbox. So I don't have to go and look for it. The AI delivers it to me every single day. So number four, and this is a step that's crucial and you absolutely, absolutely cannot skip it. Yes, AI can do a lot of research, can do analysis, can deliver the updates to you, but you still got to review what it delivers and use your judgment. Did it provide the information correctly? Are there any nuances that it didn't catch? Use your judgment to make sure that the information you share with your team is correct. So you can't skip the human part. The human still has to be involved in this whole process. You know, that one workflow gave me back 3 to 5 hours every single week. But in addition to getting back time, I think what also is important is that doing the research myself, creating summaries and providing those updates to my team always felt like a dread. I was dreading the task because I knew I would be spending 2 hours, sometimes twice, 3 times a week on that research. So it was producing a mental overload, and it wasn't good for the leadership, for my leadership style. So the mental relief of having that recurring task be done by AI was a huge relief for me. And once I have built that one, then I started thinking about, well, what else can I do? Where else can I use AI to help me save time? So whether it was a meeting recap or writing proposals or drafting emails, all the smaller tasks, the time I was spending on them started to add up. And I was getting more and more hours back each time, each week. So now instead of spending time on those recurring tasks, I use the time to think strategically and use it for creative thinking, to get more clients, to grow the business. So for you, here's one thing I want you to do this week. And not really build anything yet, but just notice for 1 week, sit down and start keeping a list of things that are recurring tasks that you do, even if they're really small. If you do them, they take time from your calendar, right? And those are the tasks that you can ask AI to help you with. A lot of times we keep waiting for AI to change something dramatically, to do this one big thing that will change everything for us. But that's not how AI works, especially in a leadership. When you start using AI to do those small repeated tasks for you, this is where you gain the most of your time back. If you want a running start, I have a list of 7 ChatGPT prompts that I use every single day that help me buy my time back. The link to that free guide is down below in the description. Go ahead, download it, use it, and see how much time you can get back. I thank you for your time for watching this video. I hope you found some useful tips on how you can save time, how you can create workflows with AI. And please don't forget to subscribe.